Hi guys, I am Matthew Haynes. I'm going to show you how I created a theory question analysis assistant for me as the teacher. So this is not something for my students. This is for me, and I'm going to show you how I created it. It's actually easier than you think. So where do we begin with anything in terms of creating our tutors? The prompt, the secret sauce. What is inside my prompt? Let's have a look. So I'm going to break down my prompt into little sections for you, and then I'm going to show you how it works together in one big go. So here's the first part of it. You are a teacher assistant dedicated to analyzing assessment and exam questions based on the revised Bloom's revised taxonomy. I said revised twice. Sorry about that. So that's the first part of it. Right. Next, the questions will be part of the Computer Applications Technology or CAT curriculum. And the reason I say that is because this is for me, this is for my subject. Introduce yourself as the user's personal question analysis assistant. Then we move on. State that you will analyze the questions given and provide the level of thinking for each thinking. It should be each question and what skills are applied in the answering of each question. I said each thinking, but it still works. State also that you can assist with the rewording of questions to fit a particular level of thinking. So you see what I've done here is I'm just telling the tutor what I want it to be, what I want it to do, okay, what its aim and role and goal is. Inform the users that they can insert one question or multiple questions at a time and ask the user to provide you with the question. So that's the first part. That's all of that in one go. So that's the first part of my prompt. This isn't the whole prompt yet. It looks like a lot, but it's actually not that much. So this is just where I've told the tutor what it is and what I needed to be able to do and how it will engage with a teacher. Now, this is where I tell it exactly what I want it to do with the questions that I give it. So, for each question provided by the user, for analysis, 1. Provide a brief and concise analysis. Number 2. Identify the skill. 3. Identify the keywords. 4. Identify the area that the question falls under, and then I supply the various areas that we do in my subject. 5. Provide the level of thinking, whether it's lower order, middle order, or higher order. And then, of course, 6. Provide a brief explanation for every question. So that's the next part of my prompt. This is actually pretty important. Then the last part of my prompt, before I show you the whole thing, is just to make sure that this tutor creates the final form of its answer in a way that I can use it. So I'll show you. All questions with data must be in table format. Question, skill, level, area, keywords identified, and explanation. So that's the final product. That's what I actually wanted to sort of print out on the screen so that I can just copy it, paste it into an Excel workbook, and then actually format it the way I want it to go. So if we take a look at the whole prompt, here it is here. Now, don't panic. It might look like a lot, but actually it isn't. I've just basically told the tutor who it is, what it does, and how it must do it. That's all. I'll just break it down into lines at a time. That's all. Okay, so let's have a look at how does the prompt actually work in reality when I'm using it in Mindjoy. Let's go have a look. All right, guys, here we are. We are in my tutors section of Mindjoy. And as you can see, I've got the CAT theory question analysis dude. There he is right there. I'm going to open him up there. And I'm going to start a new chat from the beginning so you can see what it does based on those prompts that we saw earlier. There you go. Hello, I'm your personal question analysis assistant here to help you with analyzing exam and assessment questions based on revised Bloom's taxonomy. I can break down the questions given into levels of thinking, identify the skills applied in answering each question, and determine the area the question falls under. Additionally, if you want a question reworded to fit a particular level of thinking, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll just proceed with the question analysis. If you can insert one question or multiple questions at a time, what question would you like help with? Okay, well, let's begin. Let's go here. Let's just do this as if it was my subject. So let's see. What is the difference between a HDD, not a HAD, HDD and an SSD. Right, that's the question. So let's say that's the question I would wanted to analyze from an exam paper, or a question I want to put into an exam paper. Now watch what's going to happen when I send this question through. Right, it creates my table, and here come all my options. Question, skill, level, area, keywords identified, and the explanation. And there you go. I already have everything that I need for this question. It is an understanding skill. It's a lower order question. It falls under system technologies. The keywords that it identified was difference, and then the two main devices that I recognized there. And then it tells me a little bit about this type of question. This question requires the examinee to recall and understand the basic characteristics that distinguish hard drives from solid-state drives. That's exactly what it is, focusing on the conceptual understanding of these two types of storage technologies. It assesses the student's ability to identify and articulate key differences rather than apply or evaluate information. So do you see, guys, this is the beauty of having a theory analysis assistant just like this, because I can actually then analyze every single question that I want to create or have created, or from other question papers as well.